Did you do it? Did you do it? Did you hit that like button? Hammer gang. Cause we always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans. As you guys know, media day. You know, interviews with the players. Questions are being asked. Players are answering. Now, 4 players today took to the stand to talk to the media. Avery Huff, Charleston Rambo, Dee Wiggins, and Avonte Williams. So let's start off with Avery Huff. Now, Avery Huff basically answered a few questions like, you know, why haven't they been seeing much from him? You know, what's the difference between this year and last year? So basically what he's saying is he had to make himself coachable. You know, a lot of players got these instincts that they follow, but when you get to the collegiate level, there are sets of skills that they teach you, you know, coverage, blitzes, and stuff like that. So Avery Huff said basically he had to get those down pat. He had to be coachable, whether it's in blitz or in coverage. So, you know, he said he's being rotated with the 1s and 2s sometimes. So, you know, he's getting in there on some of them first reps with the first team and second team. But that's pretty much what I got from Avery Huff. He's got to be coachable. He can't just play off just pure instinct. You know, when you make mistakes, fall back, you know, correct those mistakes and keep it moving. He does says that we might he did say that we will be looking scary this year on defense. So that's a good thing. Now, this is just talk, but we shall see. Spring game is coming up. We shall see. All right, so keeping it on the defensive side, Avonte Williams. Now, they did ask him about the injury that kept him out last season. His answer was straight up, no comment. As you guys know, coaches, you know, team medical staff and all that probably tell him don't talk about that stuff. And, you know, it is what it is. But he said that he's happy to be back, happy to be around the guys. While he was out on that injury, though, he was, you know, eating a lot. He was working out, doing little drills here and there, but nothing much, you know, limited. But he's glad that the guys like Bubba and the seniors, you know, the older guys are, you know, basically there to help them learn the defense a lot more. And the depth, you know, he talked about James Williams coming in and having more depth. The guys are basically going to get with James Williams, teach him the rounds of the defense and stuff like that. So also the interception, he said he felt real good about that in that scrimmage. As you know, he did get an interception. Felt great to have his teammate rally around him. He made a great play on the ball. But, you know, that's pretty much for Avonte Williams and the defensive side. So let's switch it to the offensive side and let's talk about Dee Wiggins. So they spoke with Dee Wiggins and basically brought up the controversial question of the drop balls. What has he been doing to, you know, try to limit these drop balls and how he feel and all that good stuff. So basically he said he's not just working on the drop ball, he's working on everything. He's working on being more versatile. He's working on, hey, you drop the ball one time, delete that out your mind and get back in the game, get back to the grind. And, you know, that's all you can ask for. Now, he does say that the younger guys, you know, the freshmen, you name it, they're working hard. They're gunning for a spot. They've been doing that ever since they came there. They've been learning from those guys, the veterans, but they're gunning for a spot. They competing. And when asked about Cameron Harris, he said basically Cam goes hard every time he go to practice. Every time he gets the ball, you know, he's putting in work. And he did tell him that, you know, he was going to hurdle somebody. So as you guys seen in the second scrimmage, Cameron did hurdle Gervin Hall. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. Cam been putting in work. Dee Wiggins been putting in work. He's not just working on catches. He's working on being very versatile, whether it's route running, you name it. Anything on the field, he's working hard on it. All right, and last but not least, you got Charleston Rambos. Now, questions like, you know, what's the difference between, you know, playing in Oklahoma and playing in Miami and stuff like that. what's the cultural difference. And basically he's saying that, you know, Miami is full of tourists. There's a lot of people coming through. There's a lot of visitors. You just got to stay focused on football and just stay out of the way of all that. And he did say that basically, you know, he was in on the play when Cameron did jump over Gervin Hall. You know, that was a shock to see. He's never seen it up close and in person like that. He was in on the play. So they all congratulated Cam, and it kind of like strike a fire into the whole atmosphere. The whole game, you know, pretty much changed a little bit after that. And talked about D'Eriq King, you know, both of them being from Texas, but you know, they were like 2 hours apart, so they never really interacted with each other. But when he did hit the transfer portal, he did said that D'Eriq King hit his line, and you know, here he is today. They're practicing each and every day. Now, question that was asked that we didn't quite get the answer to, because you know, most of the time when they ask these questions, they ask 2 parts, but we only got 1 part answer. But the question that we didn't get the answer to was, you know, what is he gonna do in the once spring ball is over? How's he gonna practice? What he's gonna do, you know, on his own time? But we didn't get the answer to that. But anyways, man, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll keep you guys updated. Basically, this is just a summary of all 4 of the interviews. You can go watch those on Canes All Access. But thank you guys. Go Canes. Looking forward to see you guys play on Saturday in the spring game. For those of y'all that don't know, what you should know already, anyways, it's on ACC Network, 11 a.m. Saturday. That's April 17th. So guys, make sure you tune in and watch your Miami Hurricanes play. You know, the eye test. We get to see our Canes play, and we get to make our little judgments or whatever. But nonetheless, man, go Canes.